Expectations are low, though, for 2024. 6.5 win total on the board for former Atlanta head coach Dan Quinn to take aim at.
You believe that Jayden can make the Commanders competitive in the NFC East, a division they've only won twice in the last 10 years? No.
For the touchdown! Takes Washington into the playoffs!
And guess who else clinches a playoff spot? I'll tell you who.
Now to that young bull from LSU. Matter of fact, let's talk about that young bull who's the rookie of the year.
So let's talk about it then. How did the Washington Commanders complete one of the fastest rebuilds in NFL history? Just last year, this team was struggling to even get more than 4 or 5 wins on the season, and we're struggling against division rivals like the Giants, who weren't very good either. A team with Sam Howell at quarterback last year, a horrible offensive line, not many offensive weapons, and one of the worst defenses in the league, has turned into a team that has outperformed their preseason betting odds by 5 games. A team that was supposed to win between 6 and 7 games is sitting on 11 wins, and next week going to a game versus Dallas seeking redemption from earlier in the season, where they have a chance to get their 12th win of the season, almost doubling the line in the preseason. Of course, you saw the clips in the beginning of this video of people being wrong about this team. I was wrong myself. I had them finishing 3rd in the division, and I didn't really think they had a chance to win the NFC East at all. But what really prevails true after this season is if you have a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback that can have an elite season like Jayden Daniels is having, literally anything is possible. That paired with a good coaching staff, and you can easily win games in this league. You saw it a few years ago with Joe Burrow, who in his first healthy season had turned the Bengals into a juggernaut and a Super Bowl contender. You saw it with Patrick Mahomes in his first year as a starter, throwing for 50 touchdowns, taking that team to the AFC Championship game. You're seeing it with a lot of young quarterbacks these days, taking their teams to places that nobody expected them to go to. And this year, the Commanders are just another example. In one of the most loaded rookie classes we've seen in a long time, Jayden Daniels is far and away going to win Rookie of the Year. In a class with Brock Bowers, who broke the tight end rookie receiving record, Malik Neighbors, who's been outstanding, Brian Thomas Jr., who's been a top 10 receiver this year as a rookie, he's going to easily win the award. Jayden Daniels. This team went from a nightmare to watch last year for fans to one of the most electrifying teams in the league, and it's not just Commanders fans that want to watch this team now. If I see the Commanders on a primetime game this year, I'm more than excited to watch them. Jayden Daniels is right up there with these elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And of course, the success starts with him. Throwing the ball in this college-style offense that I didn't think was going to work, a lot of people didn't think was going to work, but it's been working out. Jayden Daniels using his legs, Jayden Daniels through the air, whatever you need him to do, he does it. Of course, last week against the Falcons, Terry McLaurin was pretty much a non-factor, 1 catch for 5 yards, but this whole season, he looks rejuvenated. With Jayden Daniels throwing the ball to him, he just looks like a completely different player. We all knew him as a consistent guy that would get like 1,000 yards every year. This year, he's an electrifying player, weapon on one of the best offenses in the league. Other than that, Zach Ertz has been amazing. Olamide Zaccheaus was incredible against the Falcons. They have the weapons on offense. And as for the defense, the complete turnaround from last year. Still not one of the best defenses in the league, but on several occasions, they showed out versus the Falcons late in the game. Other than the final drive of regulation for the Falcons, the Commanders really did show up in the second half. And this defense doesn't really have to do a crazy amount with the offense this good. If the offense puts up 30, all the defense has to do is hold the other team to less than 30. And the Commanders have been able to do that consistently. But arguably the most important, maybe second most important thing with this whole rebuild has been Dan Quinn, the head coach, and really just the whole coaching staff. In my opinion, he's in contention for Coach of the Year this year. He's probably not going to win it just because of the amount of great coaches there are. So the question is, are they going to be able to do this in the playoffs? In my opinion, that's the next thing we need to see from the Commanders. They've been in a lot of one-score games versus really good teams, but they haven't really been able to dominate on offense or on defense. And their only real big win on a really good team was against a backup quarterback for most of the game in the Eagles, and it came in a huge comeback. So that's the only question right now with this team, man. I really love this system. I love what they're doing on offense. The defense is doing just enough. If they're going to be able to put this together in playoff games, that's the question that remains to be answered. But in a few weeks, of course, this question about the Commanders is going to be answered. and we'll have to see if they're able to put together a run at the Super Bowl. But that's going to do it for this video. I make videos like this every week, so if you enjoyed this one, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You Commanders fans must be really happy right now because what you got going with this team is really, really special. So I just wanted to talk about that in this video. But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below what you think of this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.